Welcome, my name is Steve Archdeacon, and today we're going to be discussing the CAGED system and how to incorporate the CAGED system into the minor pentatonic scale. Let's get started. Here's a short example of how I use the E minor pentatonic scale in one of my songs called Frame of Mind. Check it out. Okay, so what is the CAGED system? The CAGED system is 5 different shapes. I would suggest writing it out like this, C-A-G-E-D, and put it in front of you because it gets a little confusing, all right? All we're really doing is making a C chord up and down the neck with those shapes. So here's a C, C chord, C-E-G. What makes up a chord? 1, 3, 5 of any major scale. How many notes are there in a scale? 7. How many notes are there in the musical alphabet? 7. Right? So we're going to do C major up and down the neck using the C shape, the A shape, the G shape, the E shape, and then the D shape. Now, it's not really that important to be able to fret all of these, but it is really important to actually visualize the neck as you're soloing. So all you're doing is C, E, G, C, E. Then you're putting your first finger, put it where the third finger is. Then you're making your A shape. You have a C, a G, a C, an E, and then if you can fret that G, cool. If not, not a big deal. And then you put your first finger where your third finger is again, because this right here is a C chord, C, E, G. What makes up a chord? 1, 3, 5 of any major scale, okay? That's the basis of all music. That we have to know, okay? So C, E, G, and then you make a G shape, C, A, G, as in caged, okay? So you go, here's your C, E, C, E, G, C, E, G, and then another C, okay? So now when you're making this G shape, this is what kind of confused me for a while. Is, okay, why is that a G? Because you're really doing this. You're putting this up here, but you don't need to do that because it's the open strings, okay? So all you're doing is just sliding it up. And the same thing for the A. When you make an A, you're borrowing the D string, the G string, and the B string. It's really like you're doing this. There's your A, because your open strings are E, A, D, G, B, E, right? So you go here, and that's really what you're doing. But then you're sliding it up. There's your A shape, because that's your C note. Okay? Let me explain really quick how the easiest way, this is seriously the easiest way to figure out the notes on the fretboard. Okay? So you have E, A, D, G, B, E is the open strings. So there's only 7 letters in the musical alphabet, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's it. Go up by 1 fret. Go letter sharp, letter sharp, letter sharp, letter sharp, except when you get to B, the next fret is C. And when you get to E, the next fret is F. Yes, I said that right. So B goes to C, E goes to F. All right? Remember the word B, like I want to be a guitarist. B-E, okay? So you go E, E goes to F, add a sharp, F sharp, G, add a sharp, G sharp. What's the next letter? A, B, C, D, E, F, G goes back to A sharp, B, B goes to C, C goes to C sharp, go to the next letter, A, B, C, D, add a sharp, D sharp, good, and then D sharp goes to E, and you're right back where you started. You do that for every single string, okay? And then another thing that really, really helps is this. These 2 strings, the E and the A string, if you go up 2, and here's a G note, you go up 2, because this is up because the sound goes up, that's down because the sound goes down. So you go G, up 2, over 2. That's an octave. Same thing on the A string. Up 2, over 2. That's an octave. Right there, there's your A shape to find your C chord. C, C, okay? These two strings, the D and the G, you go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then over 2. It's always over 2, but now you're going to go up 3 because the guitar is tuned in fourths, 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 third, and then fourths. These two sheets, I created this. We're going to go over this in depth today. I created this yesterday. It's the major pentatonic and then the minor pentatonic, okay? And it's the CAGED system, what shapes find your one, okay? So this is going to be in the description. You can download it as a PDF, and then this is the most important sheet you're ever going to see in your entire life. I got a 4-year-old to understand this, and now he's 7 and he's playing the guitar and singing, and the kid is amazing. I would suggest watching whatever video that you're watching, whether it be this video or another video. Watch it again and again and again until you really get it. I do the same thing when I'm watching like Alex Hutchings. Oh my God, he's really good. Shape number 1, A minor pentatonic. Mind you, we're in C major, okay? And when you're doing the A minor pentatonic, which is your 6, which is your relative of C, relative is the 1 and 6, okay? You're doing the A minor pentatonic. You're basically doing the 6th scale degree, and it is this: 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, okay? Then you go back. In order to find your A, you do an E shape. Whether it be major or minor, the 1 and 5 stay exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the 3rd. So to find your A, we're only going to find your 1, by the way, okay? To find your A, you do the E shape. There's your A, and A. Remember, you go here, up 2, over 2, okay? So to find your C note, you're going to do your G shape. There's your G shape. Remember this. You're going to go there, okay? And you just slide that up. That's a C note. So you're going to go, bam, okay, to find your 1. C, C, and C. All right? Then you're going to find your 3rd, which is in this case the A minor, because an A minor is an A, C, and an E, okay? So you're going to do your C shape to find that E note, all right? Because you have your A minor chord. What makes up a chord? 1, 3, 5 is a major chord. How do you make a major chord minor? You flat the 3rd. In a major and minor chord, the 1 and 5 stay exactly the same. The only thing that you change is the 3rd. You flat the 3rd. What does a flat do? It brings it down a half step, which is 1 fret. A sharp brings it up a half step. That's all it does. Shape number 2 is basically the major scale. Now, mind you, in a pentatonic, whether it be major or minor, you're taking out 2 notes. Because how many notes are in the musical alphabet? 7. How many notes are you taking out? 2. Pent means 5. Diatonic means 7. So this is just the skeleton of the diatonic scale, which has 7 in it. Pentatonic, this is only 5. So shape number 2 is really the major scale. You're basically, this is the major scale, but you're going like this. That's it. You're taking out the B and the F note. In a minor pentatonic, you're taking out the 2 and the 6. In a major pentatonic, you're taking out the 4 and the 7. Second finger on the 8th fret of the low E, and you go 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. That's 1 octave. There's C to C. And then you go 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4. And then you go back. All right. Now to find your A note again, there's your D shape. Basically this. Here's your A and A. Remember, on these 2 strings, how do you find your A? Or how do you find your octave? You go up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 2. There's an A and an A. That is the D shape. How do you find the C note? Because A minor, again, is A, C, E. You do your E shape. There's your C note. You do your E shape. C, C, and C. Okay? That's your E shape. Then you do your A shape to find your E note. Okay? Where is the E note in this shape? Bam, right there. There's your A shape. Okay? E and an E. So that is shape number 2, which is really the major scale. This is actually a really good exercise for you to do if you're just getting the hang of the minor pentatonic. Okay? I looped an A minor chord and threw a little bass line down, just a little bass. So. I just landed on the 1. There's the A. So something good to do is go. Really hear the notes. Listen to the actual notes of how they sound. Because if I went 2, 3. If I did that, you're like, okay, and I'm adding tension. There's your C note. There's your 3rd. You see how that sounds? And you can go to the 5th. You can add chromatics and blah, blah, blah. So when you're doing the scale, and a guy named Steve Stein actually said this, listen to the notes. It's not about speed. It's about listening to how each note sounds on the chord. So listen, ready? If I go A, there's your 3rd. That's not a target tone. There's a target tone because that's your E. Not a target tone. There's your target tone of the A. There's your C, target tone. Here's not a target tone. It's like you know that there's more coming. There's your target tone of the E. G, not a target tone. Target tone. Chris Buck right there. There you go. All right, so the next shape is the Dorian, which is shape number 3. So you're going to go first finger on the 10th fret of the low E string. You're going to go 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Stretch your first finger and go 1, 3. That way you don't have to move this. And then you go back 1, 4, 1, 3. So now how do you find the A there? Your C shape. There's your A and an A. How do you find your C note? You go to your D shape. Bam. All right. C and C. And then how do you find your E note? Your G shape. Because mind you, we're still here. Bam, bam, bam. E, E, E. Okay? Shape number 4, which is your Phrygian, is basically your A shape, your C shape, and your E shape. It's going to go 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 4. To find your A, you're going to do your A shape. This one's actually kind of cool because shape number 4, to find your A minor, which is an ACE, you do the A shape, the C shape, and the E shape. Kind of cool. So your A shape finds your A, your C shape finds your C, and your E shape finds your E. Shape number 5, this is the minor pentatonic still. You're going to go first finger on the 15th fret of the low E. You're going to go 1, 3, 1, 3, stretch again, 1, 3, 1, 3, and then back How do you find the 1 3 5, which is A, C, E? You're going to go your G shape, which is here, okay? Because you're going to go bam, bam, and there's your A. A, A, A. Then you're going to go your A shape to find your C note, bam, because you're going to go, right? Octave, up 2, over 2. There's your A shape. And then your D shape to find your E note. Where's your E? Bam, and bam. So you're going to go that. It's more important for you to like picture. All right, picture that. Okay, so that was the minor pentatonic scale. Next week will be part 2, discussing the CAGED system and how to incorporate that into the major pentatonic scale. So if you like this video, please hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and click over here to watch some more videos. Have an awesome day.